We have potentially got a very big day of content coming, surprisingly. On this Sunday, we've got a confirmed, possibly best icon SBC of the year yet. We're going to go and talk about, we've got an icon upgrade as well. That'll be the best of the year so far. We need to talk about that. Plus, EA absolutely trolling all of the leakers. You may have seen it by now, but it was pretty funny. We'll talk about everything. So where do we begin? Let's talk about content, maybe. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. The 8310 does return. However, it's repeatable twice a day now because I guess they realized they made it too good. They're like, oh, we can't do it 3 times. It's gotta be twice. Was it really too much with 3, but 2 is okay? I wonder why I do that kind of thing, but I don't know. Same requirements as it was before. These have been out for a couple days, but I didn't get to talk about it yet. It's Harry Maguire and Paulo Dybala. This Harry Maguire card, they decided to just absolutely make a ridiculous card. 82 pace on Maguire, 6'4", and he looks pretty insane, honestly. The in-games look great. He's also got jockey, block, slide tackle plus, which is fine, not too crazy, but long ball pass as well to mix with power header and aerial. So, I mean, this card's sick. I really juiced him up, and Dybala looks very good as well. The first thing we're going to talk about, it is Icon Zidane. A version of him is set to come as a Dynasty Icon SBC. Now, he says a version of him because I think the current one being 95 is just going to be too much, right? I think they're not going to release that one as an SBC. Plus, we've obviously seen, you know, lower versions of icons in this promo. We're going to see a lower version of Zidane in this promo. He's probably going to be 5-star, 5-star. He'll look something like this is my guess. It'll be something like the mid Zidane. You know, did we get a mid Zidane last year? Wasn't that what we got? I would not be shocked to see a card that's similar to that coming as an SBC right now. So this is going to be probably the biggest icon SBC yet. You know, debatably between him and Dalglish, probably. They gave him incisive pass plus here. I have no idea if that's what he's actually going to have, but we'll have to see. And secondly here, 87 plus base or Centurion player pack. This was leaked, I want to say, a few days back now. This is confirmed to come today for the Casino SBC that usually comes on a Sunday. So as you can see, there's some huge names in the bottom here. You know, you got Pele, Dino, Eusebio, Hullet, Vieira, Zico, Bobby Charlton. I mean, this obviously has huge upside as a pack. And 87 plus does eliminate some of the bad icons, which is kind of nice, but it's not going to eliminate many. You still have a chance to pack a lot of shitters, honestly. But this is said to come today. You know, the top reply, welcome Trezeguet and Gattuso. And that's probably right. You're probably going to pack some shit. But this actually has some upside to it, which is nice to see. Also, many people could knock it on the game today at all. Foot was down for a while, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Weekend League extended. Just want to throw that out there to you guys. If you couldn't get on, you weren't the only one. And now let's talk about the leaks. So if you guys don't know, we got a new Evo today, right? It was Defenders. It was 150,000 coins. There are some good upgrades to it. It's still an insane price for an evolution, but if you want to spend the coins, it's at least going to be cards that probably make your team. But Saliba today went, before any sort of public leak, went from 1,600 coins to 3,500, right? We saw a bunch of Defenders all of a sudden start to rise for no reason. We didn't know why, except we kind of did know why, because clearly there was some sort of leak going on behind closed doors. Saliba started to rise, and he was actually, you know, in the requirements for this evolution. Now, the funny part is, yesterday, actually, there was another Evo that dropped, and if you don't remember, we talked about how Marcus Rashford was going to be in the requirements for the left mid evolution. And EA saw that Rashford went from 15k to 45k extinct, and they said, fuck that shit, we are not dropping that. So they changed the requirements to make Rashford not available to be in it, and some other cards too, totally fucking them over. So world's smallest violin for all these guys. And Fut Police Leaks is out here writing essays talking about how, oh my god, I'm so sorry, please don't be mad at me. Starting now, we'll only post names of the evolutions without mentioning the requirements to avoid unpleasant situations. So EA just bullied some of the leakers into just not mentioning requirements. Now, the problem with this, though, is they're just going to be mentioned in the Discords now. Like, they're not going to be public in any sort of way. They're already usually only in Discords anyway. Fut Police Leaks just tweets them out once in a while, and now they're not going to be tweeted out because they just got bullied into not doing it. It is normal for everyone to be upset when such things happen, so if you feel the need to express frustration, you can do so. Comments are open. This is like Leakers Anonymous right now. But going back to this tweet quickly, you know, because this is a thing and it exists, you know, I know it's not one of the bigger problems of this game. Like, we literally have gameplay that plays different on a day-to-day basis. But that's a pretty big issue, and leaks might not be as much, but, you know, ignore that for a second. Would you like it if EA just tweeted things out a couple days in advance on their own accord whenever they knew they had to leak something because it was going to be in the code, so that random ass people aren't getting the leaks early or getting things in Discords early, making a bunch of coins off people? Because at the end of the day, people who, you know, bought and sold that Rashford, the people who saw the leaks early all made a bunch of coins on it anyway, even though it didn't come out, because they all sold when he was extinct. I guarantee you the traders in the Discords who knew it they were doing obviously told them to sell when he was extinct, so they made the coins anyway. The people who lost coins were all people who just wanted to buy Rashford and said, okay, I just want to use him as an evolution card when he comes out. I better try and buy him now and try and snipe him beforehand. Because obviously that's just what they're thinking in their head. They're not thinking, oh my god, I'm going to make a bunch of coins off him, which is obviously not an ideal situation. Because in leaks like these, the ones who see these cards early and can, get in earlier, the ones who making coins anyway, regardless if they release or not. So that's kind of the issue here. That they made coins anyway. So what do you think? Would you like to see EA just tweet things out in advance? Or are you fine with how the leaks are right now? Is it not that big of an issue for you? Let me know in the comments. But the Dynasties market, what are we kind of looking at right now? Well, gold cards are actually continuing to drop right now. Even cards like Neymar and Van Dijk, they are going down. And that's mainly just because obviously as time goes on, the gold cards will just be packed more and more. That's kind of inevitable no matter how hyped the promo is, because I think this promo is not really that hyped, but it's okay. The gold cards just will drop no matter what, to be honest with you. And the Van Dijk price going down has a lot to do with Harry Maguire as well coming out, so that's also part of it. But a lot of the higher end cards here, the top end of the power curve has been one of the best things to buy so far. The top of the power curve has been one of the better buys for the last couple weeks, and it's kind of funny to say that because usually the really expensive cards are not the ones you want to be buying and selling all the time. But if you have, you've probably made some coins. Honestly, it's kind of been the opposite to what you would have expected. It's also hilarious. This card is 1.8 million coins. A left back Mendy, a left back, okay, is 1.8 mil. Roberto Carlos is not 1.8 mil. In fact, he's not even close. What's this card going for? It's going for 1.2. So 600,000 coins more plus worse links gets you Ferland Mendy. Now, Mendy might be better, but I mean, this is an insane price for a left back. I thought that was kind of funny, but the point is here, I think the market's still going to do fine for this week. As of right now, I have not really heard much about what we're going to get that would be hype enough to really cause a drop. Team of the group stage is probably coming out. That's not going to be probably too insane. Winter wild card, if that's coming this Friday, yes, that could cause some stuff. I don't know if that's likely to come this Friday though. I'm not sure. Stay up to date with videos so that, obviously if we get new information, I will tell you. And if I tell you to sell, then maybe we should think about selling. If we hear more information about Winter Wildcard, but as of right now, I just think it's fine. Now we're gonna get Zidane and a Gamble SBC today, right? The Icon SBC. So is it gonna be fodder time, basically? It definitely could be. Right now, we're seeing a lot of, low stuff. 83s are very low. 84s are low. 85s are low. 86s are right on that cusp of being low. 87s, 88s, and 89s are kind of at their base price of what they usually are. We have no idea what the requirements will be unless you're in FUT Police Leaks Discord or somebody else's, which in that case, touch grass, bozo. If I had to guess here, I think that, if you want to do club stocks, 84s, 85s, 86s are pretty risk-free right now. I understand it's a little bit on the lower end of requirements for this upgrade, but I think you can see them rise easily. Honestly, I think you really could. 8310 is out, which you would think, okay, that probably will not help things for the icon pack, but it actually might, because people will have like 3 to 4 cards to put into this icon SBC, then they have to buy the rest, or they feel more inclined to buy the rest. So club stocking anything less than maybe 87s is a good idea. Now, Zidane could come out, obviously require like an 89 squad, obviously a couple of them, maybe an 88 squad, a couple of them. 88s probably are more likely to do well to me. 89s are at 36. I think that they could go to 38, 39, but that's not a good profit margin on those guys. If they go up more, I think I'd be surprised. It'd have to be the card would have to be probably better than I'm thinking it's going to be. So 88s could be fine for Zidane. Outside of that, I'm not too sure. I think that's probably all I got to say, but I think it's going to be a good investment though. You have a really good opportunity here at 84s, 85s, 86s to make coins. So I would recommend maybe club stocking those guys. Last thing I want to say here, with this new evolution rare defender upgrade, no special cards or evolution stacks allowed. It just kind of makes you wonder. It's like, okay, we got one that gives us a playstyle plus, gives us intercept. We really can't use an Evo stack. I mean, isn't that kind of the point of the Evos here? People have been like advertising that, okay, the Evos are great because you can take a 60 rated player up to 85 if you put them into every evolution that's ever come out yet, which no one did. It didn't make any sense to do, but if you did, then congratulations. And now it's like, okay, you can't even put one of your stacks into this because it's too good, even though it's 150k. Does that kind of not suck balls? Like, I don't understand why we really couldn't put in anybody that we've already used. It's 150,000 coins or $7. Okay, I mean, whatever. You're the best players in it. It is like Saliba's a very good card. Cancelo, very good card. And Kunku looks pretty good. Goretzka looks very good. Upamecano, Kim Min-jae. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too picky and maybe I'm just not looking at the good things from this and only looking at the bad stuff. But sometimes it just feels like they're just missing something with Evos. And I think it's just the bronze and silver aspect of it that we don't get enough of. Like I said, maybe I'm not looking at it right, but I'm disappointed continually by evolutions right now. And I wish I wasn't. And let me know what you think. Are you, super excited about this stuff? Are you not? Are you kind of up more my alley? Are you thinking the opposite and that it's awesome. I don't know. I want to say I love all of you. See you next video, reverse. Peace.